So you've had a lot of potential sales leads in the past, and you've got a lot of new incoming sales leads. This is the story of how you saved the day by using machine learning to predict exactly which new leads were most likely to actually become real customers. And you did it all in a few minutes. Chapter 1. Your data's a treasure trove. You know that machine learning uses historical data to find relationships and then make predictions about new data. You've got exactly that. Looking at your historical leads, you've got a whole bunch of juicy information. You know whether they converted to an actual customer or not. 0 means they didn't, and 1 means they did. And a whole bunch of other important information about that potential customer. You've also got a list of new leads. Now, we don't have the column filled in with whether they converted or not. That's what we want to predict, but not so fast. Chapter 2. Your data's a mess. It's true. Your data is a little bit messy, but Excel macro not, my friends, because you've got Intersect Labs, which is a perfect tool just for this. To start, I'm just going to drop in my historical data. Finally, I'll name my project. Great. What I'm looking at here is the beginning of a data pipeline. I'll look at my data as it currently is. The first thing I notice is we've got a prospect ID and a lead number. This is not important for the machine learning algorithm to know at all because there's no predictive value. So I wanted to delete those. I'll start by adding a new transform. Some way I want to change the data. I'll look for a transform that lets me drop the columns. Perfect. Next, I'll figure out which columns I want to drop. The prospect ID and the lead number. Now I'll apply this transform and boom, they're gone. But just to double check, let me check the before. Yep, here they are. After, perfect. So now I've gone ahead and finished creating my full pipeline and my data's ready. I can use this on this data set or any other data set of the same original shape. Now it's time to do the machine learning that I came here to do. Simply click using machine learning to use this clean data in our model. To begin with, what do we actually want to predict? It's whether or not a potential lead will be converted to a customer. So I'll select the converted column and start the training. Behind the scenes, software written by some MIT geniuses is trying a whole bunch of different models to find the very best model for your data. Great, you've trained a model, and when you look at the accuracy, it's super, super accurate. That's awesome. You've got a great model. Now it's time to actually figure out which sales leads are most qualified using that model. How do you do it? Well, remember, we started out with both historic leads, which we trained our model with, and with some new leads for which we don't know the outcome of. Let's upload those new leads and have the machine learning model make its best prediction on the likelihood of each lead becoming an actual customer. I'll upload my CSV, grab the new leads, jump ahead, and bam, just like that, in under a few seconds, we've got all the data for the new leads along with 2 new columns. The first column is the most likely category. In this case, this first lead is most likely to become a customer. This one, most likely not. Then, the machine learning model tells us exactly how confident it is. In this case, it's incredibly confident in all of its predictions, which means we can probably act on this. And just like that, glancing at these 2 new columns, I can immediately tell which leads are the best use of my team's time and how confident can we be that this lead will actually pan out.